Okay, good morning, everyone, and welcome again to our Jewel from our Jewels on this wonderful, beautiful Thursday morning. We've got some sunshine in between a little storm, and we're just very excited to have our guest today from Kansas City, originally from Louisiana, and her name is Emerald Stephanie Campbell, and I met her for the first time in Hawaii this year, but I had heard from her a lot from my other friend Sammy, what a wonderful person this was, and that I had to meet her and everything. So I'm really excited to hear from her today. She is a go-getter and an awesome leader, and I just want to introduce Stephanie to you right now.
Thank you, Cindy. I am so honored to be on this call today, and thank you everyone for being here. I really, really appreciate your time. And I'm just going to go over my story, and I have some training I'll go over that I feel like has been very beneficial in my journey, because it wasn't always easy, and I've had some ups and downs, and I feel like this can be helpful to so many people, and I hope you can take some value from it. My name is Stephanie Campbell. I'm an Emerald Ambassador, and I started my journey with Plexus on June 3rd of 2013. I remember it like it was yesterday, because I feel like it was the first day of a journey to my best life. And it's that Monday morning I woke up and I posted about how I love learning new things and new opportunities. And my girlfriend, well, she was an acquaintance that I met 2 years prior, and we were friends on Facebook and didn't even talk after we met. And she just put it out there. It was like, hey, I got something for you. Let's chat. And so I was like, great, I want to hear about it. So that evening we got on the phone, and for some reason my health had been declining for over a year, and just different things since my 20s. Like, it's been like a gradual, slow but gradual downhill on my health. And so for some reason I was like, this sounds like it's the answer to my prayers. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to do the business, because I was with another network marketing company. I'm a licensed esthetician by trade, and so I did a skincare company prior. So I told Sammy, I was like, I don't want to do the business. I'm in love with network marketing. I'm in love with the business that I'm in, but I just want to sign up as wholesale. So lo and behold, I got my products that Friday, and it's like all of it just within that first day, it was amazing, like how I was feeling. And then within a couple weeks, I just started naturally sharing, because I felt like if I don't share, that's rude of me not to help people feel as amazing as I did. So just that, after 2 weeks, I started sharing. I became silver. 2 months in, I was gold. Couple months later, senior gold. I earned my leaders retreat that first year, and that was just the beginning of a journey of my traveling that I've always had in my heart desire, but it was such a distant opportunity, because I was self-employed. So it was wonderful and amazing to earn that first trip, starting that June and earning it that September. And then, I gradually every couple of months, and then that spring I was senior ruby, and I was on track to hitting emerald that July. But I was stopped in my tracks, because I didn't, I had the belief in the company, I had the belief in network marketing, I had belief in the products, but what I was lacking was belief in myself. And so I took offense to other people's words, and so it kind of stopped me in my tracks. And so I was just really down on myself for almost a year, and I was like, okay, what am I lacking here? And so I started looking at what type of relationships I was having. Where am I at spiritually? Where am I at in my career, creativity? All these things that if you're lacking can stop you where you're at to fulfilling your best self and your best life. Mm-hmm. And so I started praying for purposeful relationships. I started going to church and just unraveling all the untrue stories that I've told myself of not being worthy, because I was letting other people's words offend me, because I allowed that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go more into that, how you can be blocking your own blessings.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and then, so I worked on myself for a whole year. In the July of 2015, I turned emerald. And I tell you, 2 years prior, I was just as close to emerald that July than I was July of 2016. But so everyone's journey is different. There's people there's diamonds that have been silver, that were silver for 2 years. There's diamonds that have been senior gold for 2 years. And, so everyone's journey is different. It's just where you have to dig deeper within yourself, and also build your belief in the company and network marketing by reading network marketing books. Because if you read any network marketing books, you will understand that Plexus is the right place at the right time, because they all say, well, I don't know if you've read The 4-Year Career, 95% of new network marketing companies will fail within the first 5 years. And so knowing that, Plexus has been in business and we're here to stay. So you're in the right place at the right time with the right products, because we are changing lives. And so with that being said, yes, I am still emerald, even though I hit emerald in July of last year. I had another life event that happened to me and kind of, affected me a lot. But you know what? I would still be in the same. I know that path would have hit me regardless if I was in Plexus or not. And I could have been sick and broke or in my journey right now where Plexus has taken me, and who's made me to be a stronger, more confident person. And I can't thank you enough for having me on the call today, because, this is not my normal of being in front of people speaking. And I could have given you reasons of not being on the call today, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this. So this is helping me build my leadership led, and I'm blessed. I want to bless others, but a lot of times when you go out blessing others, you bless yourself. So I thank you for letting me be on the call. And I'm just going to go over some training for you all. Blessing blockers. Did you know that you can be your own worst enemy? Your thoughts, words, attitude, and actions all have the power to block your blessings. We're all on a journey to peace and happiness, and in order for us to get there, we must first learn to do what's best for us. And here's 5 ways you may be blocking your own blessings. Negativity. Negative thoughts can become negative words, and we all know words have power. Negative thinking can keep us captive. We can unknowingly choke our own blessings with negative thoughts. We tend to think if we expect the worst, then we will not be as disappointed if things do not turn out as we hoped. It's time to stop speaking in a way that is inconsistent with what we want. Life is better when we keep a positive mindset. And after I go through these blessing blockers, I'm gonna give you some tips on how you can reverse these things for you. Guilt. Avoid the if only syndrome. If only I had done this, if only I hadn't done that. Guilt only reminds us of who we were yesterday, not who we can be tomorrow. We must learn to forgive ourselves. Fear. Remember the old saying, you never know until you try. Sometimes we have our minds programmed for failure, and we expect the worst before we even try. Think of how many talents, dreams, goals, businesses, gifts, jobs, relationships, and so much more go to the grave with people because of fear. Fear is a roadblock stopping us from experiencing the life for which we were created to live. And we all know inaction breeds doubt and fear, and action heeds confidence and courage. Now, this is the one that affected me most in my journey, is living with an offended spirit. Everyone was like, when I said that when I first turned emerald, because I was letting people's words affect me. This is what that means. The majority of people in our world say and do what they do from their own set of fears, conclusions, defenses, and attempts to survive. Most of it, even when aimed directly at us, has nothing to do with us. Usually it has more to do with all the other times, and in particular the first few times that this person experienced a similar situation, usually when they were young. And I always say, you could tell two people the same exact thing, and from their own experiences, they will take it differently. And so with all that said, almost nothing is personal. Even with our closest loved ones, our beloved partners, our children, and our friends, we are all in the projections and filters of each other's life experiences, and often we are just the stand-ins of life to which our loved ones have their own built-in reactions. This is not to dehumanize life or take away the intimacy from our relationships, but mainly for us to know that almost every time we get offended, we are actually just in a misunderstanding. A true embodiment of this idea actually allows for more intimacy and less suffering throughout all of our relationships. When we know that we are just the one who happens to be standing in the right place at the right time for someone to say or do something they are doing, we don't have to take life personally. If it weren't us, it would likely be someone else. Mm-hmm. And that just speaks volumes to me, because of all the untrue stories that I told myself of unworthiness, of things that was just engraved in me since a little girl, just the things that had happened to me in my past experiences. If anyone was, like, if someone would say something to me, I would take offense to it, but it was only because of my past experiences. And you have to not take it personally. And if anyone takes things personally, the 4 Agreements is a great book to read that helps you get over that. And once you get over that, you have the chance to make your world a better place and others. And then there's also comparison. Comparison is a dangerous trap that will only make you prideful of what you do have or disappointed in what you don't. You simply cannot find joy in the midst of comparison. Joy does not start with change in circumstance. It starts with a change of the heart. Here, I'll go over a few things that can help you with kind of unraveling all those things that I just went over. And you can't compare your insides with other people's outsides. What people show on social media is their best. And if people are showing their worst, you don't want to be friends with them anyway, honestly. So because they're living in a negative mindset. So you just cannot compare yourself to others, especially in the journey of plexus, because it's all a journey of growth, self-development, loving and accepting yourself, and just being your best self. So, and health, and just in life in general, plexus can be that for you. And so here's some tips on how to overcome and actually build belief in yourself. Every morning, I started this, it's called the Miracle Morning, and they're called lifesavers. S is for silence. So in the morning you wake up, you can spend 5 minutes in prayer, meditation, just in silence. And if I go through these things and you don't have the time, just do a couple minutes of each. Affirmations. We all know that affirmations are huge. I found an app called Think Up that I listen to while I'm in the shower, and it records yourself in your own voice. And I tell you, it's been so beneficial for me, because it will help put those positive affirmations into yourself. And I know if I didn't do these things, I wouldn't be on this call today, because my mind was just clouded with negative thoughts of myself, that I couldn't bring value to people, that I don't have enough value. So those are affirmations that I put in to build confidence within myself. And also visualization, a vision board. And most people are limited by visions of their past, replaying previous failures and heartbreaks. Creative visualization enables you to design the vision that will occupy your mind, ensuring that the greatest pull on you is your future. But remember, even though you do a vision board, action will get you real-time results. And exercise. Motion creates emotion. Morning exercise should be a staple in your daily routine. And this could be just 5 minutes, guys, just to get you moving. Do some jumping jacks, running in place. I used to hate running, and now I'm trying to do a mile a day, and it feels amazing. But if you keep telling yourself you hate exercise and you hate running, you're going to hate it. So now I wake up saying I love it. And you can put that in your daily affirmations. I love exercise. It can significantly boost your energy, improve self-confidence and emotional well-being, and enables you to think better and concentrate longer. Reading. A person who won't read has no advantage over one who can't read. That was Mark Twain.
I like that.
Reading is the fast track to transforming any area of your life. It is one of the most immediate methods for acquiring the knowledge, ideas, and strategies you need to achieve level 10 success in any area of life. While reading, it's very possible that you will pick up a few ideas to implement that day, and it only takes one idea to change your life and feel motivated. And journaling, starting a gratitude journal. The simple act of writing down things you are grateful for will lift your spirits. Even if it's just one thing you're grateful for that day, once you start even with just one, you'll start noticing multiple things that you're grateful for each day. You can also use this time to acknowledge your accomplishments, clarifying what areas to improve on, and planning which specific actions you're committed to taking to improve. The Miracle Morning is actually 60 minutes, but that's just a sample schedule. Silence is 5 minutes, affirmations 5 minutes, visualization 5 minutes, exercise 20 minutes, reading 20 minutes, and scribing for 5 minutes. But like I said, if you don't have that much time, do what works for you. Like for me, I have to wake up, let my dogs out, put my tennis shoes on, and go running, do my exercise first, and then do the others. And while I'm showering, I'll do my affirmations. So you can fit this into the busiest of schedules, and I highly recommend it because you will see your life just transform just from building that positive mindset. And that's all I have for you guys today, Cindy. I hope that brought value to you all.
We want more. We want more. It was so good, Stephanie. I love this.
Yes, it was a journey of constantly digging deep within myself. I never compared myself to others. I never said, well, this person isn't doing this for me, or I'm not, or this or that. It was all me digging deep within myself and what was stopping me. So hopefully I brought some value to you all's life. And like I said, this has been a bigger blessing for me because this is so outside of my comfort zone. So outside.
All my notes. I love them.
Awesome.
Can I ask a few questions to you?
Sure.
So when you did this with your mind and you decide, I remember the day you turned Emerald because everybody was cheering for you. I was kind of following you. It was so exciting. But where did you find some of your rock stars that you have, your runners? Where did you find them? And how did you get them moving?
Oh, gosh. Whenever I first joined, my first rock star really didn't join until after I earned Leaders Retreat. She saw, I joined in June, and by, the end of August, I was already earning my Leaders Retreat. Mm-hmm. And so she became my customer first, just for a couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. And I tell you, she was a difficult customer. Mm-hmm. Honestly, So never give up. Always be positive, even when someone's being a little difficult with you and kind of because you never know. And if someone quits right now, like if someone says, oh, this isn't for me, it just means it's not right now. They're just not in the mind space. Like they may have so many things going on. So you always have to think positive, because if you go straight to the negative in your mind, that's just taking up mind space that you could be focusing on growing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I just kept building relationships. And myself, I joined a networking company. I'm at networking business. Well, networking meetings, sorry. So I can learn to get in front of a group every single week to speak, build relationships. I went in thinking, what can I do for everyone else, not what's in it for me. I started building friendships by going out thinking, how can I be a friend, not just going out to make friends. And that really helped me along the journey as far as signing people up.
Yeah.
Now, I wish I would have started things so much sooner in my journey, but I can't live in guilt. You know, I just can move forward and just get better.
Yeah. And it's about making it urgent, right? Like when you're talking to those people, you're like, you got to get on this today. You know, like the urgency of everything is really important to me. That's what that's how I've looked at my journey. Is people say, how did you do that? And I'm like, I just wanted people to know that if they would do it now, they would be helped in a week or whatever, you know.
Right.
And we can focus on being urgent with the people. Last night we talked to Dave Walker on on our calls, and he said, you know, even in that conversation, sometimes it takes them to say no 5 times in a conversation, and we end up the first no they say, we don't go any further.
Right.
And so we need to be kind of like that pit bull that doesn't let go and keep saying what and dig a little deeper and see what these no's are about.
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah. I had another question. Can we open it up a little bit for some questions if anybody has any?
Sure.
Okay. Since we have about 6 more minutes. Do any of you have any questions? Unmute. I'm going to unmute all of you because I'm sure you guys could think of something for her. What do you have to ask an amazing Emerald? Think about it. What are some things bothering you? Not bothering you, but maybe holding you up, or?
Can you actually, can you hear me with my headphones on?
Yeah.
Can you actually just go over those 5, the blessing blockers again, just the 5 words that you said I got lost in what
sure.
So I can like write, because I have my bullet points. So I have negativity, guilt, and then 3, 4, 5.
Negativity, guilt, living in fear, living with an offended spirit, and also comparison.
Okay. Thank you.
That was amazing. I love that. Because truly that is what holds so many people back, and it's so fun to watch people when that little light switch is flipped. It's like night and day how they change. And some people call it a jewel mentality. Kind of when we get to that, we don't care anymore, and we're there, you know.
Right.
I try to pour into when they're beginning, just starting their journey. You have a jewel mentality. Think jewel. Like nobody should affect you emotionally like we do, you know.
Right.
It is hard. This has been really good. Anybody else have any questions? Carla, I know you do. Come on. Carla.
No, it was really good.
Carla's been working through a lot of stuff. I love Carla has a lot of, she works on this a lot. And she's blessed me with a lot of things with my mind and spiritual journey and stuff.
Oh, great. And Carla, anyone, friend me on Facebook. And if you have one-on-one time to hear more in depth of my, like, what were those untrue stories and what caused them and things like that, how I unraveled them, reach out to me anytime.
Yeah.
Cindy, can you mute that dog, whoever has that?
Yeah, that's my dog.
Oh,
I can't mute her.
I can't hear you.
Mommy, they have created a snake.
This little
I
Yeah,
also wanted to ask
usually you have to mute my kids, so it's okay.
I have
Yeah.
a quick question I want to ask you because we have somebody that does, well, we have quite a few on our team that do other network marketings. And one in particular that's on this call is one of her girls. She does a makeup company. And we see her pouring so much into this makeup company. And she's been on her Plexus products for probably over a year now, I would say. And what is it that we can do to kind of help her see the difference here? We're kind of running against the wall.
Actually, I think about this all the time because how long does your makeup last, guys? I mean, I've been using the same foundation for almost 6 months now, you know, and I put on makeup every single day. And so I did skincare prior, and you can make people cleanse their face every single day.
Right.
And their product was lasting them much longer. So it wasn't a consumable product. You need a consumable product that these products, our body needs. We actually need these products. And if you're on any meal plan or anything, it's even more important because you need the plant source ingredients so you can get the nutrients into your body if you're not eating carbs or anything like that. So Plexus is even more important than anything.
But how can we get her to understand this? Because she's kind of
To me, Cindy, I'm kind of learning from that too because I have a couple people on my team. But I've learned listening to the call last night. Sometimes it's those people are the ones that are going to be the most successful, and it's just a timing kind of thing. And she has a large network, obviously. So I'm sure, obviously, if she's on this call, she's going to transition somehow. So you just have to have faith in her that when she's ready and she sees how well, finally giving these products confidence, she has a large network. She can move probably faster than some of us.
And you see, when I first started Plexus, and I felt so amazing, and I just started sharing Plexus, I dropped that other company, and within 2 months, I succeeded what I made with them in 2.5 years, in 2 months with Plexus.
right.
And ever since, it's grown because it's a consumable product.
Yeah, that's where we're having the problem, though. Is I think she's like I've heard with this company that you get like really emotionally connected to this company, and it's hard to mentally break away. It's almost like you're in a cult, kind of.
Yes.
And then she's also trying to start another MLM business too. So I think she's one of those that's just grasping because she's not finding. But we can't get her to understand Plexus because she's in that cult still. And so that's kind of.
And we all know the people that get to the top of companies, they don't do two businesses. And if you read network marketing books, they will reiterate that for you. So it was for me. I felt amazing, and I was able to change people's lives. And even though I was doing skincare and I was an esthetician by trade, I'm able to change people's skin from the inside.
Right.
And I'm getting more results from these products for skin, even though I retired my esthetician career. But I love seeing people's skin transition just from healing from the inside and not just putting something topical on.
Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, well, thank you.
Can I ask one? Where did you get the 5 ways to blocking blessings? Where did you get those? Was that from a book that you got those from?
No, on the website. I've always been following, I follow Joel Osteen, and he talks about blessing blockers and different spiritual blogs and everything. And so I was just kind of going through some stuff, and what I found was just kind of going through that. So
I love
and
it.
for each one, you could write each one down, and you can, do your own research, so you can dig a little bit deeper. But like I said, you can contact me anytime, and I can go over all those issues that I had that was stuck, my untrue stories. I can go through that with you on a deeper level if you want.
Yay, you're so sweet. Isn't she sweet? I told you.
Oh, thank you.
She's amazing, and I can't wait to see you at convention.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Yes.
Stevie and I were just talking. We're so ready.
Oh, I know. It's going to be awesome. We need this. All of us need to be refueled like we do at convention. Okay.
Absolutely.
So we're going to close today, which I'm sad, but we're right at our time. And I thank you so much for doing this for us. It was such a blessing. And let's all thank her.